Noem claims 1.6M immigrants without legal status have left U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says the U.S. has seen a significant drop of 1.6 million undocumented immigrants since the Trump administration began, citing figures from a restrictionist think tank, though the data's accuracy is under question. If you are interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem said Thursday that the U.S. now has 1.6 million fewer illegal immigrants since the start of the Trump administration, a claim based on information from a restrictionist immigration group that said their own estimate may be overstated. In less than 200 days, 1.6 million illegal immigrants have left the United States population. This is massive. This means safer streets, taxpayer savings, pressure off of schools and hospital services, and better job opportunities for Americans. Noem wrote in a social media post thanking President Trump. The claim, the Department of Homeland Security said, is based on a report from the Center for Immigration Studies, which describes itself as a low immigration advocate. CIS identified several caveats to its estimate, which it said is based on immigrants' willingness to respond to the current population survey crafted by the Census Bureau and U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, which CIS said does not specifically identify illegal immigrants. Given the recent stepped-up enforcement efforts, it is possible that immigrants have become more reluctant to respond to the CPS, the report states. If this is the case, then our estimate of illegal immigrants based on the survey may be overstating the decline in their actual numbers. Further, our estimate of legal immigrants based on administrative data through July of 2025 is incomplete, further increasing uncertainty of our estimate of illegal immigrants. All this should be kept in mind when interpreting the figures presented here. Estimates of the number of people unlawfully living in the U.S. typically hover around 13 million. The CPS survey does not ask respondents about their immigration status, only their birthplace, and whether they are citizens. But Julia Gillette with the Migration Policy Institute said migrants may indeed be hesitant to respond to the survey now that the Trump administration has allowed information sharing between agencies. We know the government is sharing Medicaid and food stamps and other data with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and so answering the government survey may feel particularly perilous right now for someone who doesn't have firm legal status. She said, warning that the survey is also a small sample size. So if immigrants respond to those surveys at lower rates, that's going to look like a drop in immigrant population, even if the same number of people are still here. They're just more afraid to talk to people affiliated with the government. The 1.6 million estimate from CIS would also represent a sharp jump from the Department of Homeland Security's previously released figures, as it has touted both deportations and voluntary departures. The Trump administration said in April that it had deported 135,000 people, but that figure has also come under scrutiny, with the Transactional Records Access Clearinghouse saying the figures were gross exaggerations and that deportation figures at the time were actually around 72,000. Track also said immigration judges this year have ordered just more than 360,000 people to be deported, though it's unclear when those removals will be carried out. The Trump administration has also started new programs encouraging immigrants to leave the country, offering a $1,000 stipend to those who register to leave through the CBP Home app, a redesign of an app started under former President Biden, allowing migrants to request an appointment to seek asylum. Beyond its efforts to deport migrants without lawful status, the Trump administration has also taken a number of steps to terminate programs for those in the U.S. legally. The Department of Homeland Security has pushed to terminate temporary protected status programs that block deportation of those from countries facing natural disasters or civil unrest. It has similarly terminated parole status for those who were allowed in through legal pathways under the Biden administration. ICE attorneys have also moved to dismiss immigration court cases of those seeking legal status, a move that opens the door to placing them in expedited removal proceedings. While the administration highlights deportations, voluntary departures, and stricter immigration measures, experts warn the decline may be overstated due to survey limitations and fear-driven underreporting, leaving the true picture of the undocumented population uncertain. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
Noem claims 1.6 million immigrants without a legal status have left US. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi claimed the US has a 1.6 million fewer undocumented immigrants since the start of the Trump administration, citing a Center for Immigration Studies report. CIA restrictions group acknowledged the estimate may be overstated due to survey limitations. Their data comes from the Census Bureau current population survey, which does not ask about immigration status, meaning resistance to respond, possibly from fear of government data sharing, could make numbers appear lower than reality. The Migration Policy Institute warned that this hesitancy, combined with a small sample size, may distort results. The Trump administration reports deportation, voluntary departures, and new incentives program like a $1,000 stip for self-deportation via the CBP Home app. However, a watchdog's TRAC says deportation figures are inflated, with actual removal lower. Alongside deportation, the administration is ending protections such as temporary protected status and certain parole programs. NIC is moving to dismiss some legal cases to speed removals. Official estimates place the undocumented population near 13 million.